Hey friends, I know we were having some problems with getting audio to the TVs in the lobby and classroom, so I just want to show you real quick the routing of that before I go to the solution. The routing is, it comes out of output number 12, which I'm poking at right here, and then goes to this splitter right here. So it comes out of output 12, which is on the bottom, goes to the splitter, which are labeled, and that splitter, come with me, goes down here underneath the countertop and hits this HDMI to SDI converter. This HDMI cable is coming off of the ATEM, which is sitting on the desk right there. All right, and then we're piping in audio to the feed, and it's converting it to an SDI signal, which is right here. That SDI signal goes into the wall and comes out to this TV right here. And then it comes out, let's see if I can point it out real quick, on this converter. We use the loop out, which is, I believe, orange, that orange cable right there. And it goes back through the wall, up through the soffit, and it comes into the converter on this TV, which sits right here. So SDI comes in right there, converts to HDMI, and goes to that TV. It carries the audio the whole way. So that's the signal flow. Now, here's what we've done to get audio out there. We've taken Mix 14, and I've done a flat mix across the board. And it's green, which is post fader, right? So green means post fader, means it will follow what you're doing on your front of house for this room. It's gonna follow your move. So basically, if you take your vocals down, it's also gonna reduce vocals back there. So I did a flat mix across the board, set everything at 0, so it should just mimic exactly what you're doing without adding or taking away from it. And then what we did was, I select this, we went to the outputs in DMX here, scroll down, and I selected the output patch to be O-P12, which mimics where it's plugged in on the outputs back there. And so that will send it to that first TV in the lobby, all right? Obviously, I don't know why I had that turned up so loud. We want that to sit at 0. A couple of notes. I took out the ride and the 2 toms, as well as the bass going to lobby TVs. Why did I do that? Because they're buzzing really bad. I'm not sure if it's as bad when the whole system's turned on, but honestly, for our lobby TV, and especially for our classroom TV, which is where a lot of our young mothers go, we want the audio as clean as possible. So if we end up sacrificing our bass or our ride and toms, it's not the end of the world. If it cleans up the signal, I think that's a win for us. Now, that is our lobby TV fix. Coming back here, we're gonna go to show. Now, notice there was a lot of new shows on here. And I did a thing, I loaded your latest show and I resaved it as use.me.v1. I'm not really sure what this is, this guard save here. I would rather us moving forward use the most current show. And if you make an update and save a new show, please, please, please write it in your notes, because there's formatting and there's signal adjustments I'm making on the back side end of the board, like the back end computer side of it, that if I don't know what show or what you're doing on new shows, those updates I'm making may not carry over with your new shows. So I just want to make sure I am on the same page with you guys, and we're both making updates on the same current show. So if you start a new show, if it's important that you need to start a new show, then let's do it here. Reasons not to create a new show. You have a good in-ear mix for the band. That's not necessarily a really good reason to create a new show, because that's going to change from week to week depending on their ears and all those stuff. So make sure that you are not creating a new show just because the in-ear mix sounds good for the band. That technically is not a great reason to create a new show. Really, the reasons why we would create a new show is if we're making heavy level adjustments on our broadcast specifically, or on things that we don't normally touch on a Sunday, like the back end stuff. If it's stuff you're always adjusting on Sundays, such as your gain levels or, well, the gain levels actually could be a good reason to save your show. If you get all your gains right and they're metering correctly on the laptop, then that would be a good reason to save your show. But if it's just your mix sounded good, or if it's just the in-ears, the people on stage were happy with their in-ear mix, that's not necessarily a good reason to save your show. But if you do decide to save your show because of any other reason, please let me know so that me and you, because we're a team, can stay on the same page, because we're a team. All right, so that's that. I think that covers what I wanted to talk about. Please use this show for now. I don't know what this show is, the Guardar save here. It looks really important. I didn't delete it. But let's hold off on using that show, because if you use this show, then what I did here with creating this lobby mix isn't going to carry over, and it's not going to be on that other show. Hope that makes sense. Please let me know if you have questions, or if you want a tutorial on something. I can make those tutorials. I would love to make any video tutorials you want on how to use the board, or how to set mixes properly, or how to set ears, or anything. Please let me know, because we're a team. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for everything you do each Sunday, and let's do it, man. Thanks, guys.